Hello everyone, Geriatric here with Gary, and welcome back to Arcade Spirits. Now, in the last two episodes, after looking at them, I realized that the voice option was kind of low. You can still hear them, but not very big, so I've turned that up, so hopefully we'll be able to hear them. So we're back. Let's see what's going to happen. I could delete this app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option I could. Get dressed for Iris' job interview. Stop this before it's too late. No, get dressed. We've got a person, might as well use it, right? Normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted this app right there rather than hop a bus and meet up with what was very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. You are really fixated on that. But me, I was just getting dressed before she finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims it's serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expect another shoe salesman job at best. But well... be worth a laugh. I choose to trust in the science. What is my dream? What the hell? Let's do this. Like I always say, go with the flow. I choose to trust in the science. Ah. Assuming Iris is lying, she's massively interconnected to any number of databases, and now it's my own digital persona. All my mumblings, my rants, my ravings, my cat memes. Like a good cat meme? I like a good cat meme. I've heard about virtual assistants before, about the wonders they can perform, and increasingly contact the future world of 20... They're a practical next stop in AI research. By this point, it's going to take a miracle to sort my life out. So what if this miracle is made of bits and silicon? I'll take it. I've always had an affinity for silicon, right? Ha! And as I came to realize weeks later, it turns out that was the best rational decision I've ever made. Awesome. Oh my god, this place looks exactly like a storefront near my house. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into a tight space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded-up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds...
Hey! Listen!
What do you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean that's your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene oral books. I know a lot about oral books. I'd rather not try to be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. Middle... Is that Subway up there? What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade! Awesome. Huh. Trust me on this. I referenced and cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. It would be a dream job if arcades were still a thing. My dream job? Really?
99.97%.
Accuracy, yes. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers or celebs, 5-star arcades, or social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. See, yeah, this game supposedly takes place in a universe where the crash, I think I said this maybe in the first episode, where the video game crash in the 1980s never happened, so it like grew and grew and grew. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, trademark, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder I choose this as a dream job. Video games weren't always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Oh, see, I'm going to get into this. I want to see the alternate timeline. Back in the year 19... we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. For instance, one factor could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home, E.T. I played that game in Atari. That game was horrible. I didn't think it so at the time, but looking back, you just learn like, ugh. If this game was completely poopy butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it ruined games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. The game was delayed until it could have been developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Is that true? It was E.T. the main reason? I thought it was because they were just pumping out all these crap games. I wonder what it would be like for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Gamers considered nerds as an outcast, arcades vanishing points of nostalgia. Not so much the first thing, but yes on the second. The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I enjoyed and could keep me more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no, it's been an interesting prospect, but, I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
Sure. Looks to be like my lifeguard job, though, satisfying but short-lived. The arcade doesn't exactly look like 5 stars. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in 15 years. That one terrible day. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts his thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, when I said it was 99.97% certain, sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical when math is deadly serious. My coders made me be a warm personal front of a database array that's currently laser targeted and getting exactly what you need. Right here, right now. When this place inevitably, I can't speak, collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely worked out. I almost read that as Seattle. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days. So that means you shouldn't even try? It's a good lesson, kid. Open my mouth to protest and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. Besides, Iris was confident to 99.97% certain. I feel like that number means something. And a lot of people poured a lot of science into that number, like she said. I choose to put my faith in technology when I walked out the door this morning, right? I owed it to myself to see that through. Truth is, I don't even consider myself a gamer. I'm certainly decent with computers with an affinity for silicon. You have to be in 20... And in the end, that science failed me. Well, no harm, no foul. And if in the end, at least I tried. So I opened to push through this door to see what waited for me on the other side. Oh, the sounds. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze. A breath warm smelling of copper and corn chips. Oh my god, I think I hear in the background, I hear, oh my god, I always say Galaga, where the thing shooting and the aliens are coming after you. It's one of my favorite retro games. It's early in the morning on a weekday. It's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. And once I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I'm walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like really old. Although I don't recognize that game with the stage lights and thing, maybe it's karaoke or dancing? A Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
Checking, that would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Hana Heavy Industry Concern and Huber's Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Huh. I recommend most of these. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magical Maze? But the one in the middle with the spirit screens is new to me. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scenes for the last 8 years. Two genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. Me too, buddy. I love fighting games, but I am not good at them. And over here is an old lady. Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself, and I had no more urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, sitting behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
I like you, old lady. What?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear?
Are you Francine?
Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
I love the fact they bleeped it. Funplex, is that when you suplex a clown? A date in my phone sent me a job interview from here. You've been in business for blank years? Okay, I'm guessing this girl is Francine. So, let's just be straightforward. Gene in my phone set up a job interview. Ooh, I got something. Magical Space Fairy is something that lives in my phone told me to come here to find my dream job.
Hello.
I'm a Magical Space Fairy, apparently. I half expect her to send me packing. Pretty impulsive of me just to talk about Iris like that, but she took it in stride.
My, oh my.
Oh, hello. My. What they can do with technologies these days. I don't know why she became British. I really do marvel at the amazing things young people have in 20... Beep, beep. I love that. Although I simply love to take a sledgehammer to those blasted video game consoles that eat at my bottom line. She said with such a kind-hearted and warm smile.
Please, call me Francine. As in, Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it?
I do indeed, Francine. And before we get into this job interview, we're gonna end the episode here. This is gonna be great. Oh, the sound of that music, those sound effects, those are so awesome. So, yeah, we'll see how we do in our job interview next time. So, my name is Geriatric. That's Scary. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you see, I'll be back in a few hours.